Hey guys, it's me Paco, and you're watching Bad Witch Books. First thing, don't want to comment on the lighting. My ring light died, or it's having issues, and I don't know what it's about. I am mass filming 3 videos. This is bad lighting, and I'm like spiritually dying about it. But this is the only time I get to film that I'm going to be free to film probably for the rest of the year. So, we are filming the last video of December, which is the last time you guys will be seeing me wearing this hoodie in a video until next year. So, like, can we give it for the hoodie, for the Spider-Gwen hoodie? Christmassy. I wore a Christmas sweater all season long. All Christmas long. I do have a nice Cinderella hoodie that's not like, or not hoodie, but sweater that I'm excited to start wearing in other videos. But I wanted to do the Cinderella, this one. But yeah, we're going to be going over my January TBR. January has theme. I might do a video thing where I do, it might be like a special Wednesday video or something, where I do Paco's 12 themes months, like 12 prompt months for a theme. I will talk more about that later. Maybe in a separate video, maybe in a vlog. Good, or we'll see. We will see. But January's theme, because I love a themed challenge. Like October was spooky. And like you all know, December for me is sequels. And I think I want to do a big book bitch theme, like big books. But January's is fairy tale retellings, or retellings in general. I have like 10 books here. We're going to do the books I do not have with me at the moment. And then we will go to the books I do have. So the first book for the January is for my book club, Enchanted Forest Book Club, and that is the Grimrose Girls. Make sure you spell Grimrose together. We don't want to have what happened to Helen when she just make sure you do the Grimrose together. Girls, this is a dark academia book inspired by fairy tales. I know that like each of the girls is like a fairy tale princess or has something to do with the princesses, and there's a curse, and I know it's just like a dark academia. I'm really excited about this. I know it's also sapphic, so that's all I know. Here's the cover. But yeah, next book that I don't have is Deepest Darkest Red, and that is a the Red Shoes retelling, like the Dancing Red Shoes retelling. And all I know is it about a curse that affects, or a sickness that affects this town. And only this girl and this guy know about it, and then years later, the descendants also know about it. I don't know exactly anything about it, but it's been on my radar for the longest time, and I finally want to read it. The last book I don't have, but it's on its way, is If the Shoe Fits. This is by Julie Murphy, the author who wrote Dumpling. This is a Cinderella romance. So basically, Disney has this series of romance novels that are inspired by their Disney animated movies. I believe they're princess movies, so I know the first one is Cinderella. The reason I'm finally reading these is I know the third one is Little Mermaid, and it's written by Zordovia Cordova, and I love her writing, so I want to read the whole series. So this one is Cinderella, and I just know that Cinderella is, our Cinderella-like character is a plus size. I believe she's like a influencer. I'm not positive. But I know that, like, the Cinderella kind of story happens because it's a Cinderella retelling. And I'm excited to read this because I love me Cinderella. Cinderella's one of my favorite Disney princesses. So those are the books that I do not have. Now it's time for the books that I do have. So, we have For the Wolf by Hanna Whitten. This is, so the tagline is, the first daughter is for the throne, the second daughter is for the wolf. I know it's about a princess who, has one purpose: be sacrificed to the wolf in the winter woods in the hopes he'll return the world's captured gods. Red is almost relieved to be plagued by dangerous powers she can't control. She also knows at last that in the winter woods she can't hurt those she loves again, but the legends lie. The wolf is a man, not a monster. Her magic is a calling, not a curse. And if she doesn't learn how to use it, the monsters the gods have become will swallow the winter wood and her whole world. I believe this is the Red Riding Hood retelling, and I'm really excited. This looks dark. It looks like atmospheric. It's giving me like Enchanted Forest vibes, and we know I love that. The next book is a book that I'm not reading on my own. I'm reading it for a book club that I'm a part of that I go to in person, and that is Gallant by V.E Schwab. All I really know about this is that it is a Secret Garden retelling. And it won the YA pick for the Goodreads Choice Awards, so we'll see if it's any good. I am, like, not the biggest fan of V.E Schwab, but I don't hate their books. So, I am excited to get into this. It looks creepy. I think it's creepy and gothic, and I do love that. So, we shall see. The cover's nice. Next book I have is Princess of Souls by Alexandra Christo. She is the author that did the, Siren Mermaid one. I can't think of the title of it right now. My head is blanking like crazy. But, I might say it right here. It doesn't say other books by this author, but okay. But, this is a Rapunzel retelling, and I know this is about a witch who she is, like, in the, employment of the king as, like, a soul witch or something like that, and then I know she has to work with the prince for something, and I've heard that this is really good. I'm excited. It's got witches, it's Rapunzel. I am all here for it. Next book is going to be a rereading for me. I want to reread the Lunar Chronicles series. I read it back in, like, 2018, and I think it's time that I finally reread it. And so I was starting with Cinder, which is another Cinderella retelling. This is about our girl named Cinder. She is an android, so she has some robotic parts to her. And she is a mechanic. And it's basically the Cinderella story. She meets the prince. She has to go to the ball, blah, 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 blah. There is, like, some sci-fi stuff to this. I really liked it when I first read it. I'm hoping to like it again. Next book I'm reading is The House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig. This is a 12 Dancing Princesses retelling, but with a dark twist. And all I know is, like, it is about these girls that live at a manor. They're I don't know if they're royalty or not, but, like, they keep disappearing. And it's supposed to be dark and creepy. I read another book by this author, Small Favors, which is really creepy. So I'm hoping this fits the, like, creepy winter vibes, which I love. So the next two books are not technically retelling. No, not retellings. They aren't. But they are comics, because I do want to kind of continue with the comic book reading. Okay. Sorry, my books are falling. And that is Superman, Son of Kal-El, Volume 1, The Truth. And Superman, Son of Kal-El, Volume 2, Rising. So, what you need to know for this series is that Jonathan Kent, who is the son of Superman, Clark Kent, and Lois Lane, exists. He is a character that's lived in the DC world for a while now. And some shenanigans ensued where he's no longer a little kid. He is like a teenage superhero. I think he's like 17, almost 18. And he is now, because Superman has to go outer space to do an adventure. He's going to be out for a while. He has to fill in his father's shoes and be the Superman of today. And so it is him learning to be Superman, basically. And how he's different from his father. And, like, how he grows to be his own person. I've read a couple issues, of the singles digitally. So I'm excited to get into this. This is by Tom Taylor. I liked his Nightwing comic volume I read. So I'm hoping to like this. But yeah, so I have volume 1 and 2. But that is all I plan to, hopefully. I will definitely, if I can read more. But that is what I'm planning to read in January. Let me know what you guys are planning to read. Can you believe that this is the first TBR of the new year? Yes! But yeah, I will see you guys later. And enjoy your time. If you've made it all the way through and you don't know what to say, leave a snowflake emoji. Bye!